to my homeboy, O.J. Simpson. Keep up the good work, baby. 2 less we got to worry about. You understand? Keep up the good work. Louis Farrakhan will be the next president. Snoop Dogg, we know you, Anderson. You called me last night. You understand? Get ready, Smoky Mountain, because we're going to set this place on fire.
All right, fans, there they are. The team to be heard from is Smoky Mountain Wrestling. New Jack, Mustafa Saeed, the Gangstas. We'll be back right after this.
We are Wrestling with Weed, the podcast.
What's poppin'? It's the Boo Shadow. It's Batty Around, Hollywood, Haley J, and you're listening to Wrestling with Weed.
Wrestling with Weed. Check them out.
I'm Sabu, and you're watching Wrestling with Weed podcast.
Woo! Yeah, you're listening to Wrestling with Weed.
This is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, and you're listening to Wrestling with Weed. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Oh, yeah!
So Braun Strowman spears Seth Rollins in the middle of the ring on Raw. And I don't know what the fuck their name was, but him, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman turn on him. Now, you knew this shit was coming. If you watch wrestling at all, you knew this shit was coming. But it's coming a lot sooner than I expected. Maybe a month or two earlier than I expected. I figured maybe in December they turn on him, they do a couple of more like vignettes or matches, or Seth Rollins starts speaking to him in a certain way, a certain tone that Braun Baker fucking didn't appreciate it. Finally turns on him, you know. It's eventually gonna happen to every faction there ever was in the history of professional wrestling. Ooh, it's Wrestling with Weed, the podcast. Remember that. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Get all the latest and the newest videos, fucking vlogs, whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? Giveaways too. Giveaways, shirt giveaways and shit. But yeah, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker turn on Seth Rollins. Now, there was this big thing about, to me, it was writing in the sand, you could say, when Paul Heyman came out to introduce the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Now, that whole 4-year run he had with Roman Reigns, he's never done that. And the fact that he did that, maybe because it was a last match against John Cena, or maybe because it was already writing in the sand that you're going to have a fucking powerhouse with. Not to mention that I think Austin Theory is like the evil champion. The evil, the other Evil or somewhere it's called. He's their world champion, I think. And Paul Heyman was there too, by his side. So if you look at it like maybe he's creating a fucking super faction with Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Braun Steiner, fucking Austin Theory, which he should have had a push, but he had that crazy gimmick where he would smile and his smile is kind of cringy. It's a little scary, you know? And Brock Lesnar at the helm, holding the belt. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that Brock Lesnar never did. He was never really in a stable ever, you know? So if you put him in a stable with these guys, they're going to be unstoppable and have all the belts. Tag belts, US title, Intercontinental, whatever the fuck belt they got, these guys are going to have it. You know what I'm saying? And truly that will be good TV, I say, you know, but you never know. It might not happen. It might happen. But the fact that you get back to it, like, Seth Rollins is not a draw. He's just, they thought by putting Paul Heyman with him, me too. I thought, man, that might push him over the hill, like make him that super megastar that Roman Reigns became with Paul Heyman, that Brock Lesnar became with Paul Heyman, that pretty much anybody besides Axel and fucking Ryback got put with Paul Heyman as Paul Heyman guys, and it just didn't work out because they were worth shit. So like no bullshit. Like I'm not trying to put anybody down, but you put those guys as Paul Heyman guys, and it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be smart and pick and choose who you want with Paul Heyman, the godfather of this fucking hardcore fucking independent type shit that AEW is doing. And Seth Rollins just wasn't drawing. And I heard rumors about this maybe a month ago about, the numbers are not what they expected to come back for Seth Rollins' reign as world champion. He had a great fire start, did it again, screwed somebody at WrestleMania again, and I feel like Punk would have had a better run with the title than Seth Rollins has right now. But maybe they're shooting for Punk and Cody, maybe, you never know. You know what I'm saying? That would be a great match, I don't think they fought in AEW. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they haven't, but maybe they did. But nonetheless, that's how I feel about the whole situation. Seth Rollins wasn't drawing money. Boom, turn him quicker than expected. Bring Brock in. Even if you just bring Brock in and not bring in Austin Theory, you know what I'm saying? Just have Brock come in, boom, be the head of the stable. That'll still be an unstoppable stable. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. That's my thoughts on it. Shit. Remember, hit that like, share, subscribe, fucking tell everybody, scream from the mountaintops, Wrestling with Weed, the podcast. We appreciate your support. I'm gone.